Welcome to Schlot.com. In this session we'll be showing you how to set up your own group for free in Schlot.com. To get started, go to our website Schlot.com and click on Create a Free Group. In here, enter your email address. It doesn't matter if your email address has been used already in Schlot.com. You may be a member of another group. That's absolutely fine. What is important though is that you use the same email address for all groups. This lets you switch group later on, so you'll be able to switch between different groups inside of Schlot. So next we enter our group name. That could be anything you like and usually represents your group itself. So in my case I'm going to call it the London Sailing Club, and it is the Lakes London SW1 1AA, and we're going to choose the United Kingdom and a phone number there, 567890, and select our time zone. In this case our group is based in Europe, London. So we need to capture the details of the first administrator. Now you can have many administrators in Schlot.com. This is just the first one. It's usually the person who sets it up. So in this case I'm going to call myself John Doe, and we need to enter in a password here. And click register. After a minute or two, the system's going to set up the group and it's going to send an activation email to the email address that was supplied. That'll come through on your normal email account. You'll need to go to that email and click the link within it. Once you've clicked the link within it, it'll say you've successfully activated your account and to ask you to log in again. So we are going to log in. Once logged in, you are presented with this wizard. Now you'll see there's a new menu item here. It's setup. This setup menu item will be here until you complete all of the steps necessary to get the system up and running for you. So we'll walk through these steps one by one. The first step is to import data from another booking system. If you have another booking system and you want to import data, click on this button here to complete the step and follow the instructions. We won't go through that today because there is another video specifically on importing your data. So we will, for now, skip that step. Are you sure you want to skip data import? Yes, you do. Just a quick note before we do skip this, it is always advisable that if you are going to import any data that you do that at this stage. Do not create items and then import. You'll create duplicate users, duplicate calendar entries, duplicate objects. So always do the import first. So we're going to say yes, we are sure we want to skip this step. The next thing we need to do is add some members. Now, of course, it's not much of a group if it's only you that's in the group. So in this case, we're going to add another member. Now, because this member has already been created, it says this user is already a member of Schlot, and it will pick up their first name, their last name, and their email address. At this point, we can also choose to give this new member a role and a permission. So in this case, I'm going to make the new member an administrator, but I'm not going to give him any roles. He's not an instructor or an examiner or a personal trainer or so on. So we're going to keep him with no role for the time being. Once we save that, we're back to the group menu, and here we can see that we have got 2 members added to the group. You can add again, you can continue to add member by member, or you can add multiple members. Maybe you've got a spreadsheet of all your members. You can import all those members in one hit using our system. So back to setup, we can see we've got 2 steps remaining on the setup. So if we go to step 2, you'll see that now we've added at least 1 more member. That step is considered to be done. So step 3, we need to add at least 1 calendar category. Of course your calendar is empty right now, it has nothing in it. So we can't add any objects into the calendar until we create a calendar category. And to do that, we will complete this step, or we could go to categories up here. but for the sake of this training video, we're going to go through step 3. Now in here we've created a range of predefined categories. You can choose from one of those if it's what you're looking for, or you can create your own. The predefined category simply fills in the name here and adds a bunch of options down here, or you can completely customize those as you want. In our case, we're going to choose a boat because we are a sailing club after all. Now what's important to us about this boat? Well, I want to have all boats under the category name boat. Once I've done that, I want to come down and every object in my category will have to have a display name so that we can see what it is on the calendar. So that's fine, that we can't change, that's fixed. Next we will need to give the boat maybe engine size, and from the engine size we can choose to give them a choice of options. For example, they can choose to have 1.5 horsepower, 2 horsepower, or 5 horsepower turbo. Fantastic. And we can define the color of the boat. We'll add one more property here and we will name that berth. How many beds does it have? And in this case we're simply going to let people type a number into a text box. Once that's done, happy with that, we go ahead and save the category. That's now created a new category in the calendar called a boat. In that category I can now click that and I will see that I have no boats in my category, which is fine. And you'll also see that in the setup there is one task left to do. So coming back to the setup option, under step 4 there is the task of adding at least one calendar object. So we've got a calendar category, but we've still got nothing to book. So we need to complete this final step to add a calendar object. So in here it says, okay, here is your list of categories, select the category, and now we can add an object. So I want to add a boat. And here I'm going to call my first boat by its name. So let's call it the Win. And it is a 2 horsepower boat, and you'll see this is totally customizable from where we created the category. So in this category, this boat is a 2 horsepower boat and its color is white and blue and it sleeps 4 people. So we're going to save that. Done. Success. Now you'll see the setup menu is completely gone. Now that menu is gone, we are able to use the system. We have all the key components needed to use Schlott.com. We have our boat category with the Win. We have the ability to book things, and we have members. We are a fully fledged group. And that is pretty much how you get started with Schlott.com. Wasn't that easy?